Good evening, brothers and sisters, children of God, children of the Most High, the Igbo people. Welcome to this week's Sabbath lesson. Today's Sabbath lesson, we're just going to look at the Hebrew calendar, which is what we've provided here on the screen. We've gotten a number of requests from some of our brothers and sisters requesting that we should send them the Hebrew calendar. Unfortunately, like I explained to one of them, I've not been able to upload that to the website. However, if you send us your email address, we will send you this calendar. You don't need to put your email address on as a comment on YouTube. You can just send it to our email that is showing right here. So this is the Hebrew calendar for the year 2016 in the Gregorian calendar. And the new year, the first day of the year started on the 20th of March. And the first month, as you can see here, is 30 days. So this is how we've arranged it. In the calendar, we've identified the days that are feast days according to the Bible. And we identified those days. For instance, the first month, this is the second month, the third month. The third month has 31 days. Then the fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, and so on up till the 12th month. And then we equally included the first month of the following year here, which will start on March 19, 2017. So this is the Hebrew calendar, and in green here we've identified the days that are holy days, the feast days. For instance, this is the first month. On the 14th of that month, you have the Passover, the Feast of Passover, and we kind of showed it here below, the days that are holy days. For instance, feast in the first month, you have the Passover and you have the Feast of Unleavened Bread. These are the two feasts we have on the first month. The Passover is on the 14th of that month, and then the Feast of Unleavened Bread will run from the 15th to the 21st. The first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread is also a Passover. That's the 15th. It's also a Passover. You're not supposed to work that day. It's a Sunday, according to the Gregorian calendar, but it is a Passover. So you have a Passover here on the 14th and also on the 15th. And then the remaining days are Feast of Unleavened Bread. And if you read the Bible, if you read the book of Leviticus chapter 23, you will see what we are required to do in these days. In the second month, there is no feast. And in the third month, there are a number of feasts. First of all, you have the Feast of Weeks. Brothers and sisters, this Feast of Weeks is very important in the third month. It can be done any day in the third month. Any day. There is really there's no hard and fast rule of no particular day when it should be done. But any day in the third month, we pick one particular day. The thing is, if you pick a particular day, you celebrate that day going forward. For if you have a community of people practicing Hebrewism, you should pick a particular day that is convenient and celebrate the Feast of Weeks in that day. You can read Leviticus chapter 23 or read the book of Jubilees chapter 6 to understand this Feast of Weeks. Brothers and sisters, this Feast of Weeks, we'll be doing another video to explain it. This is called the Feast of Weeks or the Feast of First Fruits. It's very important, and we have found from our research that this feast is still being celebrated by Igbo communities till this very day. Please watch out for our next video on that. It's going to be awesome. Then also in the third month, you have the sin offering and the peace offering. But this sin offering and the peace offering does not have to be on the third month. You can offer them on the fourth month, fifth month, or sixth month. Anytime in this month, you can do the peace offering and the sin offering as well. So the fourth month, fifth month, and sixth month, there's really nothing, no specific feast for us to celebrate. In the seventh month, that is the main thing. The seventh month, brothers and sisters, will run from the 18th of September to the 17th of October. That is the main thing, brothers and sisters. First of all, you have the one day, on the first day of the seventh month, you have the Feast of Trumpets. It is a Sabbath. That is the Feast of Trumpets. You should observe that day. Then on the 10th day, You have, this is very important. It's very, very important, brothers and sisters. Please go and read Leviticus chapter 23 to understand what I'm saying here. On the 10th day of the 7th month, which will fall on the 27th of September 2016, that is the day of fasting. The Most High said he will cut off anyone from the line of the Hebrews who do not observe that day. That is the day of they call the Feast of Atonement. It is the day we are supposed to scourge our souls. We are supposed to fast. That day is very important. It's also a Sabbath. Then the next 7 days is the Feast of Tabernacles from the 15th to the 22nd. And both the 15th and the 22nd are all Sabbaths. And we've included these things as comments in this spreadsheet here. The reason we are doing this calendar in terms of spreadsheet is so that it will be cyclical easily. You can easily just type in a date and every other date will automatically calculate. We have calculators. They are all formulas inside each of the cells. In fact, what we are working on is to write a macro that can actually forecast these days in future years. And that's going to be available when we're done with that. But if you require this, you just send us your email address. We'll send it to you. So we have the Feast of Tabernacles coming up from 2nd of October to the 9th of October, which is actually the 15th day of the 7th month to the 22nd day of the 7th month. And that Feast of Tabernacles is important, brothers and sisters, to mention. That 7th month is actually a very important time in the Hebrew calendar. So it's all that Feast of Tabernacles is also called the Feast of Booths, to remember when our ancestors were settled in the tents in the desert after we left Egypt. And that is it, brothers and sisters. There's no other feast. I know that when people read the scriptures, which people stupidly call the Old Testament, when they read it, they say, there are so many feasts and sacrifice and this and that. And look at the calendar, brothers and sisters. That's just it. We have one in the 1st month, one in the 3rd month, and the other one in the 7th month. Nothing else. There's nothing else. In today's religion, you will have Christmas here, you have Easter here, you have Lent, you have Pentecost, you have Nativity, you have this. These are pagan religions all over the place. But according to the Hebrew religion, nothing. All you have is the 1st month, the 3rd month, and the 7th month. That's all. And out of this, only 3 days in this, only 5 days in this are Sabbath days you're supposed to observe, apart from the usual Sabbath, which is the what we call Saturdays. So, brothers and sisters, it's important that we do this. And when you're doing this, you should understand that the Most High commanded us to do this. So, another thing I find very convenient when I do this is that on the days the new moon appears, that's the first day of the full moon, I mark them out. Usually, for instance, I know that on the 5th of May was the first day of the full moon. It was the new moon, actually, of the 2nd month. And recently, we just celebrated the new moon of the 4th month, which was the 20th of June, according to the Gregorian calendar. So, if you have a spreadsheet like this, it's good to mark these things out so that you can easily track the celebrations. And before you do this thing gradually, you will internalize it and you will see yourself operating on the Most High's calendar. You will not be operating according to the calendar of the pagans, according to the calendar of the heathens, which is what the Most High told us not to do. So this calendar is available. Anyone who wants it can just drop his email address. We'll send it until the time when we're able to upload this to our website. And anybody can download this free of charge from our website. May the Most High bless you. Again, this is the Igbo people in southeastern Nigeria. The Igbo people, we are the Hebrews of the Bible. And we have recognized that we are the people of the Bible. We are returning back to the worship of our God. We are returning back to the biblical aspect of our tradition, which is the worship of our God. We are the ones bringing you this information, and may the Most High bless you as you return to Him. Selah.